Growing older is inevitable, but living well in old age is a choice. Stoicism, the ancient philosophy of inner peace and resilience, offers powerful wisdom to help you navigate life's later years with grace. Whether it's accepting physical changes, finding new purpose, or letting go of the fear of death, Stoic teachings can help you age with dignity and peace. Want to discover how Stoicism can transform your view on aging? Here are 10 pieces of timeless Stoic advice to help you embrace your golden years. 1. Accepting the natural cycle of life. One of the core beliefs in Stoicism is accepting the nature of life itself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Everything that happens is as familiar and expected as the rose in spring or the crop in summer." Aging is a natural part of life's cycle, and fighting it only leads to frustration. Instead, the Stoics teach us to embrace our stage of life with dignity. As we age, it's crucial to realize that growing older is not a curse but a privilege. We're part of a continuous flow, and each age offers its own wisdom and peace. Don't view old age as a loss of youth, but as an opportunity for reflection, acceptance, and deeper understanding. Life's impermanence is inevitable, but instead of fearing it, Stoicism urges us to see it as a chance to live more presently. 2. Focusing on what you can control. One of the most important lessons from Stoic philosophy is learning to focus on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot. As Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. As we grow older, physical decline, changes in lifestyle, and the loss of loved ones become more prevalent. While these challenges can seem overwhelming, Stoicism reminds us that we cannot control these events. Instead, we can only control how we respond to them. By focusing on your attitude, actions, and perspective, you empower yourself to find peace, even amidst difficulties. Don't waste energy on things outside your control, like the passage of time or inevitable loss. Instead, shift your attention to how you can still contribute, love, and find joy in the present moment. 3. Finding purpose in serving others. The Stoics believed that we are all interconnected, and one of the best ways to live a meaningful life, especially in old age, is through service to others. As Seneca said, "No one can live happily who has regard to himself alone and transforms everything into a question of his own utility." In your later years, you may no longer have the same career responsibilities or the same physical abilities as before, but you have something even more valuable: wisdom. Offering your time, experience, and guidance to others can bring a deep sense of purpose. Whether through mentoring, volunteering, or simply being present for friends and family, contributing to the well-being of others can give your life profound meaning. This sense of service is not only fulfilling, but it also reflects the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with others. 4. Physical decline with grace. As we age, physical decline is inevitable, but instead of viewing it as a loss, Stoicism teaches us to accept it with grace. Seneca wrote, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, but because we do not dare that things are difficult." Aging can bring with it reduced mobility, aches, and other health issues. Rather than seeing these as setbacks, Stoics encourage us to focus on what we can still achieve within our limitations. Aging does not have to diminish your ability to enjoy life or pursue goals. What matters most is your inner resilience and adaptability. Treat your body with care, but don't let physical limitations dictate your happiness. Stoicism reminds us to find value in the things that truly matter, such as wisdom, relationships, and virtue. 5. Cultivating a calm mind. Stoicism places great emphasis on the power of the mind. As we age, cultivating inner peace becomes even more essential. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Old age often brings slower days, more time for contemplation, and, sometimes, feelings of loneliness. In this phase of life, Stoicism teaches us to focus on nurturing a calm and peaceful mindset. Practice mindfulness, gratitude, and meditation. By focusing on the present moment and avoiding unnecessary worries about the past or future, you create a mental space where peace can thrive. The Stoics believed that tranquility comes from aligning our thoughts with nature and reality, embracing what life presents without resistance. A calm mind not only leads to a more joyful life, but also sets an example for others to follow. 6. Letting go of the fear of death. One of the most profound teachings of Stoicism is learning to overcome the fear of death. Epictetus taught, "What frightens and dismays us is not external events themselves, but the way in which we think about them." As we grow older, the thought of death may become more frequent, but the Stoics encourage us to view it not as an end, but as a natural part of life. Rather than fearing it, they advise us to live each day fully, knowing that death is inevitable. When we embrace mortality, it allows us to focus more on the quality of our present life, rather than being consumed by the fear of the future. By accepting death calmly, you free yourself from anxiety and can approach life's remaining days with a sense of peace. 7. Practicing gratitude for the present. Gratitude is a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom. Seneca once wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." In old age, it can be easy to focus on what's been lost, youth, health, or loved ones. However, Stoicism reminds us to focus on what we have rather than what we lack. Practicing gratitude helps shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Be thankful for the wisdom you've gained, the relationships you've formed, and the experiences that have shaped you. Gratitude invites peace, allowing you to cherish the present moment rather than lamenting the past or worrying about the future. 8. Reflecting on a life well lived. Old age provides the perfect opportunity for reflection. Marcus Aurelius advised us to look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. As you grow older, take time to reflect on your life with a Stoic perspective. Instead of regrets, consider your achievements, growth, and the lives you've impacted. Stoicism teaches us to evaluate our actions through the lens of virtue. Did we live justly, courageously, and wisely? By reflecting on these things, you gain a clearer sense of purpose and peace, knowing that your life has been one of meaning and value. 9. Living in accord with nature. For the Stoics, living in accordance with nature meant aligning ourselves with the natural order of the universe. In old age, this principle becomes even more relevant. As Marcus Aurelius observed, nature is relentless and unchanging, and it is indifferent as to whether its hidden reasons and causes are understandable to us or not. Aging is a part of nature's rhythm, and by accepting this, we can find harmony within ourselves. This acceptance encourages us to live each day with a deep appreciation for life's natural flow. Rather than resisting or lamenting the changes that come with age, embrace them as part of the grand design of existence. This mindset allows for a life of contentment and peace. 10. Being content with what you have. Finally, Stoicism teaches us to be content with what we have. Epictetus famously stated, "He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have." In old age, it's common to reflect on things you may have wished for: more success, different choices, or greater wealth. But Stoicism reminds us that true happiness comes from contentment with what we have in the present. Let go of desires for more or better and appreciate the abundance in your life. Whether it's in your relationships, your memories, or the wisdom you've accumulated. By practicing contentment, you can approach your later years with a heart full of peace and gratitude. Stoicism offers a powerful philosophy for aging well. By accepting life's natural cycles, focusing on what you can control, and cultivating gratitude, you can navigate old age with wisdom, grace, and peace. Let these Stoic teachings remind you that no matter what stage of life you're in,